Welcome to Bring It Game presents the Unashamed Gamers, episode 14.
14? Who'd have thought we'd get this far?
I can't even count that high.
Really?
3, 2, 1, fight!
Welcome back to the Unashamed Gamers, we're Ben and Paul. Today we're talking about top 3 guilty pleasures.
Because our top 3 favourites was so popular.
Yeah, I think we've got like 7 views.
7 views and 2 shares.
Yeah?
I mean, those 2 shares were us.
Yeah.
On every social media network ever.
But yeah. Yeah.
But that still counts, right?
Yeah.
A share's a share.
A share's a share.
Share for share, and it's just me and you back and forth.
Share for share. This is good, man. This is gold.
To be fair, we only do this for us anyway.
Yeah, it is really. It's cathartic for me. I'm like
infatuated with the sound of your voice.
Yeah,
I just like to hear it.
It's your sultry tones, man.
Or sends us to sleep because you're boring.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, we're going to talk about our top 3 games that are guilty pleasures. So what we mean by that is a game that is probably critically panned, maybe.
Yeah, all these were mine were
yeah,
panned.
like essentially stinkers, but for some reason they captured our hearts.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Air grab.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see the air grab, but we both did air grab.
Yeah, mutual air grab.
Yeah, we did. We're so
that sounds
insane.
like a sexual act. Doesn't it? Mutual air grab.
It's
Don't
like,
tell anyone. Meet in the toilets in 5.
We're just so in sync, man. Like you finished, like you know me so well. You just finished my.
We're like NSYNC. You're like such a Justin.
Yeah, you were supposed to say sentences. You say we're not in sync. We sound silly now. But on with the show.
Moving on swiftly.
Yeah.
So, what is your first guilty pleasure?
My first guilty pleasure is.
You can't even say it, can you? You're like ashamed. I don't even want to say it.
Come and take oh no.
What is it?
Mine is Deadly Premonition.
Deadly Premonition. I've never played that, so you're gonna have to tell us everything about it.
Oh, I will.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, 2010.
Get a scroll out.
Yeah. So yeah, Deadly Premonition is a game that was released in 2010 and then re-released again in 2013 because of fan demand. That's
the lie, and you're sticking to it.
Yeah. You play a guy called Francis Jorgen Mork. Right. Jorgen Mork? No. Francis York Morgan. That's how drunk. I'm drunk. Jorgen Mork. Where the fuck? Yeah, you play.
That's your name from now on.
It is Francis York.
Classic Jorgen Mork.
Jorgen Mork. So you play this guy, Francis York Morgan.
Right, so it's Mork and Mindy.
Yeah, so it's Mork and Mindy, and basically it's a game. It's an open world. Right. It's branded as an open world comedy horror. Right. But I call it an open world test of your sanity because right. This game is fucking insane. You talk to your coffee, right? I think.
Wait, you don't?
Yeah. Or you're talking to an invisible person.
In my mouth.
Yeah. The coffee talks back though. You don't hear it, but he does. Or it's not the coffee, and he's got an invisible friend called Zach.
You've got to differentiate between the coffee. Was that the coffee or Zach? I can't see his.
Yeah. So he's talking to this person, this coffee. You never find out if it's one or the other. Right. Not when I've played anyway. And you basically go to this city to solve a murder. Right. But the city is full of weirdos. Like
much like our hometown.
Yeah, it's a Japanese game, right? And it's their version of America, so everyone's insane.
Yeah, so factual. Sounds normal as anything to me.
You chase someone called the Raincoat Killer,
right?
Who
murders raincoats.
Murders people in raincoats, I believe. No, he's wearing a raincoat and he's got a massive axe. Right. And there's also zombies, but they're not zombies. They're ghosts, but they're not ghosts. They're zombies. This is a line from the game.
That's so meta.
So yeah, and they don't come at you like normal zombies. Yeah. They come at you backwards, like they're doing a crab, but like they're
crab crawling towards you, Exorcist style.
Yeah, like that.
Obviously, makes perfect sense.
And it doesn't make any sense.
Then they just come over and explain that position. They just come over as well. I'm a ghost, but I'm actually a zombie. But I'm actually still a ghost. I'm a zombost.
Yeah, but that's it. That's what they are, I think. Yeah, but like that all in grey, like that. There's no colour to the zombie ghosts. What was it?
Zombosts.
Zombosts. That's it.
Official
There's-
term now.
Yeah, it's the official
Get that
term.
copyrighted.
TM.
Aye.
So the zombosts have got no colour in them. Like they've literally had the life drained from them.
Right,
And
we
you've
can
got
all relate.
Kill these. But also there's collectibles in the game
Right.
that it's called Agent Honor, and when you kill them, you get them. And
That's a real game.
It's a real game. I've not made this
Yeah.
up.
Did you just have a bad dream last night and you just like
Yeah, and
you had a deadly premonition, didn't you?
I did.
Boom, boom.
Boom. Yeah. But there's like, and you collect the Agent Honor, and it gives you points, but I don't know what the points are for. Like,
I already love this game.
yeah,
like it's kind of like you're playing it, but you can't even tell us why.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
But you know you want more.
I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I went away from it, and I was kind of feeling a little bit insane. Like it broke a part of me
You've
playing
started
it.
talking to coffee, haven't you?
Yeah, well,
You're banned from Starbucks.
and like there's a scene in the game where he's sitting having his breakfast at this hotel. This is where he's staying,
Right.
and he looks at his coffee and is like, a K and an F? Interesting, Zach. And I'm like, who's Zach? What? Like, you can see words in his coffee,
Yeah.
and then 95% of the game, there's this tune, and it plays repeatedly, and it's like a whistling,
Right.
and it's like, do 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 do, and it repeats that for 90%, and it's because it's like a form of torture. It goes into
You
your
definitely
head.
need to play that tune at the end of the episode.
Yeah. And I seriously thinking about it now, my brain is starting to hurt because that's how weird it is. Like the start of the game, it's quite clever. He's sitting in the car and he's talking about this couple. You're led to believe it's a couple
Yeah.
who need each other. They're violent towards each other, but they complete each other. And like, exactly. But then you find out he's talking about Tom and Jerry.
What?
Like at the very end, and then his car crashes and he wakes up in this flowery land with weird children. And you're like, what? What is this game? And
Wait a second. Define weird children.
like my kids, but weirder.
All children are weird.
Yeah.
So,
But
anyway.
like that just but that's the thing, I don't know. I don't know if they're dead. I don't know if they're because they've got they're not zombos because they've got colour, but they've got angel wings. But it's a costume of angel wings.
Aye.
Yeah.
Budget constraints.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And like they talk weird, and it's not like kids who talk weird, but it's like they've got like weird voice. I can't explain the game properly without sounding like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because that's what this game is. It's just lunacy from the second you start to whenever you finish. Like, I don't know who he's talking to, but he's like, have to go to bed now. And if you don't go to bed, big giant Alsatians chase after you in the street, driving your car, 20-foot dogs out of nowhere just turn up and attack you. It's like, it is open world, so you can drive around, you can do cases, you can go knock on people's doors and have conversations.
Just door salesman and that. Do you want some coffee? It's a bit annoying, like.
Yeah, it's this
Never
that
shuts
guy.
up, but once you've drank it, it's fine.
Yeah, and
He's in you forever.
and you can change your costumes and you can look weird and like it makes no sense, but you're addicted to playing it because it's like
You kind of want to know what's
you
going to happen.
want to know what's going to happen, but
because
what happens next is just as insane.
Yeah.
Like there's a guy who can't talk, who's in a wheelchair, who has it's like a Mr. Burns relationship with Smithers,
right.
but weirder. And I think there's even a scene where
Weirder than a closet homophobe who's in love with an old man.
yeah, that's what this game is. It's weirder. Like the guy you play, Francis York Morgan, I got that right again, points to me, like he's like staring at this guy for like a good full minute, and I'm pretty sure he's like, Zach, I think he's reading my mind. And then the next scene, he's like sitting having eggs and he's talking to his coffee again. It makes no sense. But it has.
Why don't the eggs talk to him?
I know.
Ignorant
eggs. That's it. The ignorant bastards.
I actually want to play this game because it just sounds ridiculous.
Oh, it is.
What was it on?
Xbox 360.
Oh, right. 360, yeah.
And I think it was in PlayStation 3 as well.
Right.
But it has a bit of a cult following. Like a lot of people, like the critics hated this game.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this mess?
It does sound like if you had to work on a game, it would be the best game to work on because no matter what you put in this game,
it's not a bad idea.
it isn't a bad idea. Yeah,
For them.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
well, there's a unicorn. He's standing in a bucket full of sand.
Yeah,
and
he's
genius.
He's kicking a wasp nest, and you're like, yeah,
yep,
do it, put
do
it
that
in.
do that.
And
That's
then-
a mini game.
And then a Rottweiler pulls him on top of the car, and your car goes flat.
And you're like, yeah, that's
Yep,
great.
that's
Just
great.
get it all in, mate.
This
Get
is-
get it all in.
Like I think.
Get it all. He's like, I hate kids. Yeah, put weird kids in.
Yeah, that's it. And I think it's got like a Twin Peaks vibe. Like, there was a
Right.
TV show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and like I think they maybe just watched that and then sat around the table and went, let's think of something that will outdo Twin Peaks. Like, do you want a mermaid that can shoot lasers from its eyes? Yeah, add that
Yeah.
shit. That
I
shit's
think
gold.
if you're already high while you're at work, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
make your job easier and
It's-
just make a game that doesn't make
They
sense.
all went to the desert, took peyote, and then wrote this while high. And
Yeah.
they're like, that's a game, that'll sell.
Yeah.
And I mean, it didn't sell that well, obviously, because they
Yeah.
had to re-release it in 2013. But as a director's cut,
I love that they've re-released it.
yeah, I haven't played the director's cut because I don't think my brain could take anymore, and I would probably
I
end
think
up
you should,
murdering
'cause
myself.
There might be even more stuff in that you missed
Yeah,
out on.
I'll probably have to go back and revisit it. But it was, I don't know why I like it. I can't tell you why
Yeah.
I like it, because it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
broken. It's a mess.
Yeah, but
But-
you still played it and
But I
enjoyed
still
it.
played it and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And when it was just, it's, you know, those movies that are so bad they're good.
Yeah.
And
It's a bit like, for me, it sounds like a bit esque of Resident Evil 6 where like people hated that game. But I kind of loved how shit it was. Like, it was
Yeah.
just awful.
it was
Like,
terrible.
It was just awful.
It's like The Happening movie to me.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so bad, but it's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's
that,
what
that
this
film was meant to be like scary, and I was like, I was in the screen, and people were looking at us because I was laughing
Yeah,
so loud,
exactly.
like because
That's
no
what
one
this
else was
game
laughing
is.
at, and I'm like, going, ah, that Wahlberg's a scientist, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like people
Is it-
are just like, this is amazing,
Yeah.
and I'm just like crying.
Yeah.
like,
Hey, what are you doing over there? I'm a scientist. Hey, what are you doing? It's the trees, man. It's the trees. No, Mark Wahlberg, you're not. But
he's
that's what
running
this-
away from wind.
Yeah, yeah,
We've all tried that, and the fart still hits you in the face.
That's exactly what The Happening is. So
You know what I mean?
spoilers if you haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
we've just yeah.
Crapping.
Yeah. Oh god. But that's what this game to me is. It's
Yeah.
it's so bad
It's
that
like-
it's good. It's
Yeah.
the cutscenes are supposed to be serious,
But they're just,
but they're
never
just
do.
so funny. You're just like, what?
What?
Like
Yeah.
you should record someone who's never played the game before
Just
playing the game, and they're just like, what?
Eh?
Who's that? What?
What?
20-foot dog? Mermaids with lasers? What?
I like stuff like that because sometimes like the story's so intense you have to remember something that happened 4 hours ago.
Yeah,
And like if none of it matters, then it's great. You
Yeah.
just keep pushing forward. Just keep pushing forward.
that's yeah, but that's my number one guilty pleasure.
That one. See now I feel embarrassed because even though mine are bad, like none of them are as crazy as that. They're just like games that didn't do well that I
well,
really liked.
I've got another game that's crazy, but we'll speak about
Yeah,
it.
I mean my first one probably is going to be Plants vs Zombies,
yeah,
Garden Warfare.
yeah,
Because I've played that more than a grown man ever should.
Yeah.
Like I've played
love
a
that game,
lot
man.
of that game,
yeah.
and it is a kid's
It's
game.
a kid's game.
and
it is.
and it's the fact that like if I play it online, I can hear kids talking and I have to mute them all because I fucking hate
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
But then I'm literally like I'll be like winning, and I'm like I know I'm beating kids. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm not winning good. I'm like it's because it's like a fucking kid who can't even hold a controller properly, and
Yeah.
I still love that game.
Yeah,
though.
oh, I
It's
agree.
such a good game. Like I just
It
love
is.
I love it aesthetically, and I
Yeah.
love like
It's
the
good.
characters in it, like the actual shooting.
Yeah,
The
it's
shooting
brilliant.
mechanics are really good.
It's so good that
It's
it
definitely
feels
better.
bad
It's,
that it's that
definitely
good.
better the later you play. Like if you play it after 9 o'clock, you know what I mean, and all the kids have went to
Yeah.
bed, you start to get playing with people who can actually shoot and that. You know what I mean? And you actually have a good round. Like it's actually more enjoyable the
Yeah.
later in the evening you play it.
Yeah,
I love
get
that game.
So do I. Like all like the classes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I love the
just
Trompa,
brilliant.
like who just
Yeah.
looks like a plant off like Mario. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the fact that it like goes underground and pops up and eats the
It's
zombies.
Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors,
Yeah,
man.
it is, exactly.
Feed
And
me.
Let me see more. I just love how ridiculous the whole concept is. Why are plants fighting zombies?
Yeah.
And that like it's very barely explained. And why is there just a guy with a goatee called Dave just like
Yeah.
pushing it all forward? And
Who doesn't even speak? He just goes. Blah, blah, blah,
yeah, he
blah,
just goes,
blah.
blah, 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 you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It's a good game though.
Yeah.
And I get why it's a guilty pleasure because I enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's that whole thing of like you say, I consider it a guilty pleasure because when I talk about gaming, obviously not everyone gets it. You know what I mean? There's gamers and then there's non-gamers.
yeah,
And if your non-gamer says, "Oh, what do you do in your spare time?" I'm like, "I play video games." I would never tell them I play Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I played The Last of Us because it's just this emotional story about a man's awkward relationship with a girl who isn't his daughter but reminds him of his dead daughter, and it's just deep on an emotional level.
Yeah.
And like Plants vs Zombies, I'm like, I'm a daisy and I'm shooting lasers out my mouth at zombies. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? You kind of say it somewhat, but like I say, I've probably played like easily a few hundred hours on that game.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the sequel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, I prefer the original to the sequel.
Yeah.
But I totally get it because I'm the same. If someone asked me what kind of games I played, I'll be like, oh, well, Grand Theft Auto, you know, obviously. I play the good games.
I just rob shops and that.
Yeah.
Nothing weird about me. And then you're like, no, I'm a plant in a very underground and I eat a pirate zombie.
Yeah, exactly. So,
you know what I mean?
But yeah, man, it's a good game though. It is.
But it's fun.
It's really and
now that we've talked about it, I actually want to play it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking I'm gonna go home and play it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit devastated. I'm going away now because I want to play Plants vs. I might put it on when you leave.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back and be like, Lottie, do you want to play some Plants vs Zombies? Because that shit's cool.
Yeah, I get why it's a guilty pleasure, and I mean, yes, there is kids and stuff, but like I'm the opposite. Like when there's kids on, I do better because obviously I'm better than them.
I do better.
I like that. I'm like, take that.
But that's the difference. Like you can tell by the time. Like if I play it, like what time is it now? Like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Like if I play now, I'll be top of the game by a lot. Like I'll be easily 20 kills above everyone else. Yeah. But then if I play at say 9 o'clock at night, I'll be like 5 kills above the majority. You know what I mean? Because you know you're playing against people who are more your age. You know what I mean? Like because not like you say, most kids have to go to bed at about 8 o'clock.
Well, I mean,
but I have to mute. I have to mute all.
Yeah,
every time
I don't listen to the kids.
It's like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just full of kids. I have to mute that straight away.
Yeah, straight away. But
But those kids, the kids on Call of Duty kill us every time.
Oh no, that's so good.
Fuck those kids.
Like yeah, like seriously, they are so good.
I like the losers on Plants vs Zombies, but not the winners on Call of Duty.
But like, there's been a few scenarios where people have come to this house and I've had Plants vs Zombies on, and I'm like,
then you're blaming it on the daughter.
I'm playing with Lily.
She's like not even in the room.
She's away. She's at school.
She's looking at, Dad, this is shit. Come and play Batman. Come and play a man's game. Put The Last of Us on. I want to see Joel die.
Yeah. That doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. No,
oh, okay. Because I've not played that yet.
No, it's not. It 100% does not.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, he does die because it's a game, and you could be killed by people at any point during the game.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Yeah. But that's a game.
Right.
That's the thing we're all put on hold, isn't it? Because the story is that the character starts wherever, and they get all the way to the end of the game fine. But in reality, they've died 100 times getting there. You know what I mean?
We've seen some shit.
Like, I mean, Tomb Raider always has brutal deaths. Everywhere she dies in that game is always something brutal as well. Like getting impaled on shit and stuff like that. But you know, it's a story. Oh, she got there in one piece.
Yeah.
She just comfortably killed 300 blokes on the way to wherever our destination was.
She's like, oh, that was a jolly good jaunt through the jungle.
Just a bit of dirt on her face.
Can't worry
about. What's your second guilty pleasure, dare I ask?
Right. Well, it's not as strange as Deadly Premonition. I will be honest, it's not.
I don't think anything's as strange as Deadly Premonition.
Well, that's true.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas isn't as strange as Deadly Premonition.
Right. This is Shadow of the Damned. You play a demon hunter. Have you played it?
I haven't played it, but I was thinking about this game last night because I got Evil Within. I was like, this reminds us of that Shadow of the Damned game, but obviously it's not as weird as that game.
No.
But I really want to play that game.
Shadows of the Damned. It's a really good game, but I think the person who made Deadly Premonition might have had a hand in this game as well.
Right.
Suda51 he's called. Like, I like a few of his games.
Yeah.
You play a demon hunter called Garcia with a talking gun called Johnson. That looks like a penis. And it's
called Johnson.
Yeah, it's a dick joke filled game.
Yeah. That
is a love letter to the Evil Dead. Your girlfriend gets kidnapped, and you've got to go to hell.
Yeah.
I think it's hell anyway. And
or a version of hell.
Yeah, a version of hell. That is just literally one dick joke after the other.
Yeah.
And it's just lunacy again. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
It didn't do well, but I've completed it on every difficulty level. But the highest, I've got to the last boss, but because the game is so broken that not every hit counts, like every time you hit them, like they don't necessarily die straight away.
Right.
So when you get to the last boss, his health regenerates if you don't do a set amount of damage in a set amount of time. So I've got to the last stage of the last boss, and I cannot kill him because his health just regenerates because the hit markers in the game or the hits don't register as much. I mean, it's pretty much just go from A to B. It's Resident Evil with penis jokes.
Yeah.
You kill monsters. You go at the end of the level.
Yeah.
You've got like there's a scene where your Johnson gun sees like something that turns him on, I think, and then he gets like his gun goes like
Extends.
to about 20 feet.
Gun boner.
And you've got to shoot these giant monsters, and it's like an on rails bit where you've got to like shoot them, and every time like you shoot someone, like he says, "Oh, I just finished," and it's like it's terrible, and it's like, oh god, but like it's the nods to the Evil Dead, and it's the nods to the other films and other shows that make the game good. I mean, it's terrible.
That's like that though. Well, that's exactly what this is. It's a game that, like you say, most people would be like, no, but for some reason, you like it.
Yeah. Like I said, I've completed on every difficulty bar the last one because the game's broken.
That's so weird because, like I say, I was thinking about that game because I was like, why did I never play that game? I actually wanted to play that game and just for some reason never got it.
Yeah. Well, I picked it up
because I knew it was like that. I knew it was going to be a game where I was like, this is not going to be good, but I'll probably like it. Like, I'll not like, it'll not be like my favorite game ever, but like I'll enjoy the experience.
Yeah. Like, and
because I'm like that. Like people, everything that people seem to hate, I'm like, oh, it was alright.
Yeah.
It was alright.
Well, like I don't know what it is. Like in my brain, I don't like the game. Yeah. When I'm playing it, I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, you're enjoying the time actually doing it.
Yeah, like you collect gems, red gems and blue gems and stuff that power up your Johnson. And so he gets more powerful. Yeah. But I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it at all. Like, again, it slightly questions my sanity because I enjoy that kind of game.
Yeah.
And again, it was critically panned and it was terrible, but I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And like Garcia would talk to the Johnson gun, and it was quite funny. And there was scenes like where you were being chased by a zombie version of your wife.
Right.
And it was pretty much just the Evil Dead chase scenes. Like you couldn't see her.
Actually,
you run and like you hear the music, and then you've got to get into the cabin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just don't know why. But
put it on backwards compatible. I'll play that.
Yeah,
I want it on.
I mean, after talking about Deadly Premonition and this, I want to go and buy the games.
Dave just playing awful games.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is my that is my second choice. I don't know why, but it is.
My second choice would be the Saboteur.
The Saboteur. I don't think I've played that one.
It was by Pandemic, who made the Mercenaries games.
All right, okay.
Very much like the Mercenary games, it was shite.
Yeah, a terrible broken mess.
But I loved it. What I loved about it is you were playing this Irish guy in Nazi Germany at the start, but then you escape to Paris.
Right.
When like the Germans invade, but Paris is still mainly dominated by the Germans, and it's about you joining a resistance and slowly fighting back.
Right. Okay.
But what I loved about it was you were a mechanic and a racing car driver by trade.
Right.
So it had this racing element in it, which.
Right.
The driving was shit in this game. Like, I mean, that's the thing. The thing of this game is, think of it like GTA. You've got all of Paris. It's open world. You can go where you want.
All right. Okay.
It's an open world game, but it's one of those games where pretty much every individual mechanic in it is shit by itself, but the scope of it made it good, sort of thing. You know, like it's kind of like that whole side of GTA. Though GTA is like this is 10 times better. 20 times better. But what I liked about it is the aesthetic of the game. Basically, all the Nazi occupied areas were black and white, and the only bit, like the only color in that area would be the red of like the Nazis, like swastikas, like on their arms and things like that, the flags. But basically, when you liberated an area, it came back into full color.
Right.
Because that was to like signify that the resistance had like won that area back.
Right. Okay.
But the game was like, it had climbing, kind of like I say kind of like Assassin's Creed, so you could climb buildings. Right. But it wasn't a fluid or anything. It was shit. But I don't even know why am I saying I like this game?
Why?
But yeah, it was like kind of like you'd have an area, and it was up to you how you tackled the mission. So it'd be like a Nazi base, and you could stealth it. Right. So you could literally you could knock out an officer and wear his uniform. Right. And then like you would have, if you got too close to them, they might notice you, but it meant you could get certain areas and stuff. But obviously it also had the action side of it, so you had shooting elements. That's what I like. You know, you could upgrade your weapons a bit and upgrade your shooting and snipe dudes and hide. But like Assassin's Creed, if you were being chased, you could go and like hide somewhere on a roof,
right?
Like, you know, like climbing a basket sort of thing. And
but
and it was just nothing about that game should have been good. But I don't know why, but I really liked it. Like I played way too much of it.
Yeah.
And every game site at the time was like 3 out of 10, 1 out of 10. Awful, and it was glitchy as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
it was terrible.
The shooting mechanics weren't great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't always shoot where you were aiming for. And, like, but I don't know. It was just fun. And you played as an Irish guy. You know what I mean? We don't get very many, like, you know,
Irish protagonists.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? There's not enough like British or Irish protagonists.
So was it an actual Irishman playing the role, or was it like an American terrible Irish?
I think it was probably the thing is it probably was a bit too much of an American's interpretation of Irish, because he was saying top of the morning way too much.
Was he top of the morning too?
And I was like people from Ireland probably think this game's ridiculous and offensive.
Probably.
but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah. Like I said, there was the stealth options, and like I said, the visually, like, although the graphics weren't perfect, like I say, I loved the fact that part of it was like sometimes you'd be black and white and you'd be skulking about.
Yeah.
And then you'd liberate it in full colour, and it was just good. The fighting was like interesting on it, and
to me the voice work just sounds terrible. I mean, like I've met a few Irish people on me travels, and none of them on me travels.
Your base was cool. Your base was basically Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it was Moulin Rouge, but it was basically just a strip club.
Yeah.
And like, because I remember when you got the game, if you pre-ordered it, it was called the Midnight Show season code or something like that.
Right.
And it meant that the women were actually topless rather than not. But it was just like, well, it's a game for adults. Like, it was an 18 or whatever, so it's like, well,
if you pre-order it, you get boobs.
And I basically was like, well, I don't care about virtual boobs either.
Yeah, it's. What?
And hilariously, all of the women had the exact same boobs.
Did they?
The exact same
cups, I bet, like tiny ones. Boobs you can't do now with.
What was good is you were basically your base was the strip club, but obviously it was a working strip club.
Yeah.
So it was full of Nazis.
Right.
And you would go in the back, and there'd be like a painting on the wall.
Right.
And then it slid, and your base was behind the painting.
Right.
But the painting also had holes in, so it was like kind of like you were looking through the eyes of the painting, like part people. But
1940s
literally, you'd slide out, and you'd be like, there'd be all the women in the backstage area, and I'd just stand around topless.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking, surely strippers don't just stand butt naked in the back. Like, they go out and strip. They don't just like.
Yeah, and then put their clothes back on.
Yeah.
But like, how did they market that? If you wanted boobies, pre-order now.
I don't know
That's the worst bonus ever.
I don't know how they marketed it, but yeah. But it was kind of like you'd come out and you'd be like, top of the morning, ladies, and you'd just be like, fuck up.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hi, Sean.
No Irish person I've ever seen has said top of the morning.
Yeah.
Ever. Like,
exactly.
That's just ridiculous. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's pre-order boobies. Yes.
I don't even know if it was a pre-order bonus, but it was definitely a code. Like, you couldn't. Like, if you just played the game, they were just all in bikinis, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you bought the game day one, you got a code for boobs.
You got a code for
That's class.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. But
more games should do that.
But I'm thinking, like, that was for the 14-year-olds, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't why I bought the game.
Yeah, you definitely
I mean, I enjoyed it. Not really. But, I've seen boobs.
Yeah, I'd buy FIFA just so you could play the women with the boobs.
That was one of the things, though. That's one of the things I hate
FIFA.
is when people think of video games, they think of like nerds in the room, like, you know, boobies.
Like, yeah, you know, that is ridiculous.
But like, it was kind of like, obviously there was driving in the game as well, so like
boobies.
A big part of it was like racing around Paris, and then if you won a race, you got better cars and things like that.
Right.
You unlocked like the best car in that race.
And did that have like boobies in it? Or
no, the car did. It had some nice headlights. What?
Did it? Whoa.
Nice horn and that.
I'm seriously still on pre-order boobies, like day one boobies or whatever.
Yeah, like you could play that. You could play that game now. Like you can still play it, but if you were to play it now, you wouldn't say the boobs.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, it's because you didn't pre-order the boobs.
I'm not borrowing it off you now.
You did not pre-order the
unless
boobs.
you've got a code.
No, used it, mate. Used it. That code is all used up.
Yeah, that's terrible. That. Yeah, like you say, that is for the 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Man buys this game. I know it's 18, but there's no nudity.
But yeah, like I say, what else I like is obviously, like you say, the time, the era. You know what I mean? So obviously everything's 1940s, and France did look really good in it. And what I like is it had like massive airships in, so there was like missions where like you would literally go on an airship and burn it and end up like jumping off the airship
Oh,
for
sweet.
safety and stuff. That was cool. You know,
I might actually play that game.
like because you can climb it. You could literally climb the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And that was cool. Like you climb there and you get to the top and like have a gunfight up the top of it. It was cool. It was cool,
Sweet.
man. Like you say, it was a shit game. You know,
Yeah.
it's like Mercenaries though. Mercenaries, like everyone hated Mercenaries. I didn't totally hate Mercenaries.
Yeah.
Like I get it was broken at every turn.
It was like.
But there was just some parts of it where I was like, nah, that was quite.
I
you
like.
know what I mean?
Is it the second one where you could get like vehicles, or could you get them in the first one as well?
Yeah, in this you could in the first one, but obviously it was more streamlined. In the second one, like you see, vehicles were delivered to you.
Yeah. I like.
You
I
could
did
like
enjoy
you
that.
could bring down whole buildings. And,
I mean, it's
you know?
not in my top 3. But
yeah, but that was the same though. It's like a game where it's like, yeah, if you bought at full price, you have been mugged off.
Yeah.
But if you're playing it for like £2 or £3, which you know it was after about 2 months of being released because it was shit, it was like it was worth it.
Yeah. Well, my third game is Murdered Soul Suspect.
Yeah.
But I call it Murdered Soul Suspect Ghost Detective because it just sounds
Detective.
It sounds as terrible as the game is. You play a guy called Ronan O'Connor.
Right.
And and you're looking for the bell. Excuse me.
Looking for the bell.
The bell killer. Right. I don't know.
That's a very British
bells.
joke because that's funny to me, but it's probably not funny to anyone else.
Yeah, to the Americans who don't listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like you're looking for the bell killer, and you're obviously not a very good detective because the bell killer kills you. And then you come back as surprise, ghost detective. And the reason I like it is because it's such a mess. It's a terrible game.
Yeah.
Like it's open world.
Yeah.
Which is why I bought it, because I was just in the mood for it. It was on sale on Xbox for like £7, and I thought, oh well, I'll get that. But like the whole game is a broken mess. It's you walk around the town as a ghost, so obviously no one can see you.
Right.
And like they just other ghosts can see you and stuff like that, and you can talk to ghosts and do side quests for ghosts. But the only reason I enjoy it is because the AI is terrible. Like they'll talk to each other when the other person has already walked away.
Yeah, they're still having the conversation.
Yeah, and like men will have women's voices and vice versa. Yeah. There was one guy I thought, I'm just going to follow him to see what happens. I followed this guy for a good 3 minutes. He was walking backwards and forwards, clearly just on a loop.
Yeah.
And then he just disappeared. Like he walked to a car, and I thought, oh, he's going to get into a car, and then he just disappeared from the car. And like this, do you know the edge of the world where you get there and you've got to turn around? It's not made obvious that it's the edge of the world, so you think, oh well, I'll go exploring a little bit, and then you run to like the middle of a street, and you can see there's people walking around, but you can't get there.
Aye.
And it's just stupid, and you can hear their conversations. And I mean, like everything about the game is broken. The combat is non-existent. You've got a gun on your hip, but obviously you're a ghost, so you can't hold it. But you can exercise the demon ghosts, but with a light.
With a light?
Yeah.
Torch?
I don't know. I don't know where the light comes from.
He just emits a light, does he? Chest beam.
You just go up behind it and press an X.
Yeah.
And then you've got to press A. Right. And then this light, a beam of light, like, exercises the ghost. Like, so it's like a stealth...
Is that like a beam of light that comes down on them?
No, it just appears. Like it does come from his chest.
Right.
Like, that's where...
Iron Man chest beam.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's Iron Man. But, like, the guy... He's like your typical detective. He's Italian, and I think he's Italian anyway. That's what he sounds, and he's like, "Hey, ma'am, I've just come." That's not even Italian. That's like Kansas. But yeah, I don't know. But like he knocks on people's door, and he's like, and he's got a tab in his mouth, and I'm Detective O'Connor, and blah blah blah, and that's still not Italian.
How does a ghost knock on the door?
Well, before he died.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I apologise. I'll just clarify that because otherwise this would be insane.
Sounds like Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, it's not as insane as that. But like there's people who can see
walk through walls and stuff.
Yeah, you can walk through walls, cool. But the
game get upstairs. Can I get upstairs?
No, can I get upstairs? You can't walk through steps. It's just
he just keeps ending up in the like cupboard under the stairs.
Damn it! You can walk
Harry,
through walls.
Get out here.
Like, and you can touch stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't touch your gun. Do you know what I mean? Like you can touch a lamp to solve a crime, and you can touch a door handle to examine it for a crime, but you can't pick up your gun and shoot someone, which makes no sense to me.
Ghost bullets wouldn't do anything; they just go through them.
Yeah, but still, and then there's like people who can see you, that you're a ghost and talk to you, and then there's people who can't.
Right.
And there's like crimes you can solve now that you're a ghost that you would never have been able to solve when you weren't a ghost.
Right. That sounds at least interesting.
But they're not, though.
But
They're
they're
terrible.
not.
It's like, my daughter lost her teddy. Can you find it, ghost detective? I shall do such thing. He's still got the tab in his mouth at all times because he died with it in his mouth, so he's still smoking.
So I should quit smoking because, you can be forever stuck with a tab
don't
in your
want
mouth
to be, because
an ethereal
because if
plane,
you're kissing your ghost girlfriend and you've got a tab in her mouth, burns to the face.
Ghost sex is the worst. You feel nothing.
Yeah, and
nobody
just keep
feels
going
nothing.
through. Yeah. And just like, like real life where my girlfriend feels nothing.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Actual...
what? Tiny penis. but yeah,
Ghost
it's
penis.
my sanity was tested again with this game because it's just a broken mess. Like little girls had men's voices and stuff like, "Please help me, I am lost." I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "Am I playing Deadly Premonition?"
Yeah, you've been left because you got a bloke's voice, mate.
Yeah,
you're not lost. You've been ditched.
Yeah, you've been dumped, kid.
You've been ditched, you creepy bastard.
But like, it's very short as well. I think I finished it. I don't think I even finished it. I think I got near the end in about 4 hours, and that was in one day.
Yeah.
But I have went back and done some side missions, and they're just disappointing. Like the end of the side mission is like, well, that's it, and then you put it in your file. Like he's still filing his crimes when he's dead. And like comes up and is like, this person did this, and this is why you found the teddy. Bravo, ghost detective. But like that.
I would play ghost detective. It sounds awesome.
It's like that for me is my third. I don't even know why, but
I'm not even convinced you like that game.
Yeah, I do like it because of it's again like how I like the happening game.
Yeah.
It's so bad it's good. It's fun. And it's funny. It's not fun.
That's so weird though, because I actually picked it up yesterday.
Did you?
Like not to buy. I picked it up thinking, I might buy this.
Yeah.
And I was thinking for that reason, like, I was like, this is the game that Paul says awful, but he loves.
Yeah.
I was holding it, and then instead I bought Evil Within, but I was just like,
well, you made the better choice.
I was like, I might get that, like, because that looks, awful.
Yeah, well, it is.
Because I'm like that. I play games that on paper are awful.
Yeah.
And I still like them.
Yeah. Well, I've always been like that. If a review says a game's bad or a film's bad, I don't give a fuck. I would rather find out for myself.
I like reviews because I like to hear what they have to say about the game.
Oh yeah, of course,
but
I don't take
their actual opinion on whether it's worth playing or not.
Yeah, whether you're going to play it or not. Yeah, it's.
I mean, don't get us wrong. Like I've been done in the past where like I've literally went against a review and they were 100% correct.
Yeah.
Like I think it's called Damnation.
Never heard of it.
It was like this kind of futuristic. Yeah, like it's kind of futuristic, but cowboy game.
Right.
And it was just the worst.
Futuristic cowboy game.
Yeah. So it was kind of like the Wild West, but it had
aliens.
Like I just can't think of the name. I can't think of the word right now. But where there's like kind of got like a mechanical vibe to it.
Right. Steampunk.
Steampunk. That's it. Couldn't think of the word. It's like a steampunk vibe. So it's kind of like he's got like his cowboy hat on and stuff, but he has like a motorbike that kind of flies or something like that. Like it hovers, like a hovering motorbike sort of thing. And it was a shooting, and all the mechanics were crap, and the game didn't make sense, and the story was awful. Yeah. That's not my guilty pleasure. That's just a fucking awful game. That's just an awful game where I was just like, oh yeah, I don't care what the review says it's shit. You had me at cowboy and steampunk. I'm gonna buy this, and then I bought it. And I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. That's £40 I'll never see again.
Yeah,
they wouldn't even give us money back at Granger's or CEX or.
So, do you want to talk about
So my last one is probably Saints Row 3.
Right.
Like probably Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4 are probably hands down the worst Saints Row games.
Yeah, they are.
Like I really loved Saints Row 1 and I really loved Saints Row 2. Saints Row 3 on paper is literally awful. Like it's everything that's wrong that they could have done to make Saints Row shit. Yeah. And I still loved it.
Yeah.
But like objectively, like I'm playing it and I know this isn't as good. Like I'm playing it, I'm like, this is not as good as Saints. This isn't what Saints should be. Blah blah blah.
1 and 2 were really good, but
I still loved it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they lost it all. Like they changed the way customization works and. Like, for the worst and like you know what I mean, like it just actually in that game they really limited a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Just so that they could make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing, I think. But it's a result. It got more cartoony and
ridiculous.
But I still loved it. You know what I mean? Like I love like the silly guns and like
the wiener bat.
Yeah, the wiener bat. You know what I mean? Just a huge giant dildo bat. And like the shotgun. So you've got a shotgun that's stuffed with fish guts. You shoot fish guts over someone, and they're like looking shocked, like, why the hell have you hit us with fish guts? And the ground starts rumbling, and then a 10-foot shark bursts out of the ground, street shark, and eats them.
Ground shark.
And I'm just like, I'm doing that, and I'm like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
that's
good.
Like,
that's good.
Yeah, and give us more of that. Nom nom nom. And it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm like, this is not a good game. Like, but I love it.
Yeah, for me.
And the story mode's like great and hilarious.
Yeah, like Saints 4 was the one that went too far.
Yeah.
Like, but
the thing was I think like for me, I say Saints 3 rather than 4 because 3 was the one that really did that overhaul. Yeah. Like it, because if you look at the two, Saints 3 and 4 look exactly the same. Just the major difference is Saints 4 is like with the superpowers. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, like Saints 4, you had the superpowers and you never used a car, and Saints was like a Gears clone. And GTA clone,
It was always about the cars. It was all about here's your ride and pick it out and blah blah blah, and this is it. You know what I mean? And it's all like driving around missions, and then 4 was all like fly, run fast,
super speed and
shoot fireballs from your hands,
fireballs and stuff like that. Yeah, I get
let's
why
steal the story of the Matrix and make it worse.
Yeah. Again, it's like Plants vs Zombies. I wouldn't sit and like admit to someone I was playing Saints 3 with a big dildo bat. You know what I mean? It's I would be like,
but then it's hilarious.
But yeah, it is.
Well, we played it recently.
Yeah, Saints 4,
and it's just hilarious. Like
it is. You can
you kind of play that game seriously. Like if you go on that game and you're like,
I'm gonna have a guy with short back and sides, and he's just gonna be good, and I'm just gonna save everyone.
You're not gonna enjoy it. You know what I mean? You've got to go on and make the most
ugliest dude,
gremlin woman
she-male-ish thing.
She-male hybrid.
You can cross-dress, or like I was in from day one.
Yeah, you were like men in dresses.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll pre-order.
I'll do that.
I'll pre-order. Tell us more about boobs.
Yeah.
I'll pre-order for the midnight show.
Pre-order boobies. That's classic. I do love the Saints games, but you're right. Like Saints 1 and 2 were great. Saints 3, it was like, what is this? It's like a cross between Dead Rising and Gears. Not Gears, Grand Theft Auto.
You can't say it, can you?
Yeah, I can't say it.
You've got Gears on the brain.
I have.
From the previous episode.
I really have. I do. I love Gears.
You just love Gears.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like I say, it was that whole thing. I mean, the first game in particular, weirdly with Saints Row, I'd never heard of it. Like, yeah. So, like, I just, at the time, I just obviously wasn't that knowledgeable on Xbox 360 games at the time. Yeah. Because I got it as a present. Like, it was my birthday. And I think I'd only had my 360 a little while, and I just like said to people, because I was like, I was a lot younger then. It was like a long time ago. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I just really want a video game for my 360. Anything. Like I've got nothing. Like I've got one game. Like I had Dead Rising, I think. Yeah. And like my auntie bought his Saints Row. Nice. My auntie and uncle bought Saints Row, and I didn't know anything about it. And like you say, it is a GTA clone. But it was before GTA 4 as well. Yeah, it was. So it was the first GTA clone that was actually GTA, like Saints Row 1 was actually better than San Andreas, because aesthetically it was a more powerful, better, smoother experience. It was a better game. You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't say it was for me better than San Andreas, but like. Oh yeah, not in that sense, but I mean, like you know what I mean? Aesthetically, I mean, yeah, like, aesthetically, it looked kind better. Of, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it ran better, it looked better. Yeah, it was like you know what I mean? It was a next gen version. Yeah. Obviously, it would copy the idea entirely. But obviously, it was all about the Saints. It was all about this. The gang, unknown gang, the gang against the yellow and red gang, and fighting themselves to make themselves known, and that was cool. But obviously, they couldn't do that story forever. No, of course not. I mean, obviously, the fourth one, you fell out from space and landed in the White House, so you're a president, and that for me, if you fall into the White House, you just fall through the roof in the White House and land in the president's seat. You immediately become president. You are president. Yeah. So let's just shoot Donald Trump out of a cannon, see what happens. Yeah. If he hits a wall. If he hits the wall and makes it the White House with a red smudge on it, so be it. So be it. Yeah. Kind of ironic that he gets hit by a wall, like hits into a wall when he wants to build one. Yeah, exactly. Fucking idiot. You'd be happy it was white at least. Yeah. You know, racist bastard. But yeah, back on topic. Yeah. But yeah, it's like I say, it's just ridiculous good fun. I mean, like you say, it's for me 3 and 4 probably are tied. Yeah. Their level of like, because they are bad. They're terrible, but bad. Again, that's why they're guilty pleasures, because they're bad in a good way. But yeah, like you say, it's just the scope of what you can do in that game, and just the ridiculous nature of them. And like I say, I think the writing's really done well. Like the story mode. It's a bit like Deadly Premonition, where you've got no idea where it's going. Like at no point am I like thinking, well, this is going to go here. I mean, like, on Saints 4, at one point, it's like Keith David is having a fight with Rowdy Roddy Piper, the wrestler from the 90s. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
What? And then you unlock his outfit, so all of a sudden I'm running around in a kilt with a Hot Rod t-shirt on, and I'm like,
loving it.
And I'm just like, I didn't know I wanted this, but I wanted this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know this is what I wanted to do on my Sunday until right now. This is what I wanted to do, you know what I mean?
I'm ready, Piper.
Yeah, I'm like drop kicking like women in the face, and I'm like, wow, this is great.
And then you go home and play Saints, which you can also drop kick women in the face.
Exactly. It was just like
life, just like real life.
Life imitating art. You know what I mean? It was just beautiful.
Yeah. Oh man, I do love the Saints games. I'm not gonna lie, they're terrible after the second. They are terrible, but I do enjoy playing them, and for me, like, I understand like that.
Wholly understand that, you know what I mean? Very rarely get a drop kick someone in the heels. In a video game.
In a video game, you do it every weekend in Newcastle.
Yeah, I've got the legs for it. You know
you have. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're quite hairy, but still, they're shapely.
But yeah, beautiful pins regardless.
But anyway,
on that note,
yeah.
Thanks a lot for listening to this episode of the Unashamed Gamers. That was our guilty pleasures. You probably think we're weirdos now, and you'd probably be right.
You're right.
Just remember that GG doesn't stand for good game; it stands for
Get good.
Bring it!